So, this game is for you, in my opinion. If you are a big fan of Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, certainly looking towards a thumbs up. If, as well as that, you're a big fan of Sons of Anarchy, it's another thumbs up. And for the trifecta, if you like The Walking Dead and you want to see all them three elements combined, this one's for you. What's happening, guys and girls? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Days Gone. Days Gone is a PlayStation exclusive developed by Sony Interactive and Bend Studios. Now, Bend Studios have also done some of the Uncharted games, or at least one of the installments of the Uncharted series. Now, Days Gone is an interactive, open-world zombie survival game, where it does take a lot from other games, don't get me wrong, but it seems to do something fairly unique at the same time. And I'll put my hands up, I've been having a lot of fun with it. There's been a fair amount of bad press about it, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. So before we get into it, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the gameplay, explain what I like about it. There are some problems as well, so we're going to have a little look at them, whether it be bugs or features. We're going to have a little look at them. But before we do go into it, guys, don't forget, if this video helps you in any way, if you enjoy the vibe over here, all that good stuff, you want to help this video grow, do me a favour, leave a comment down below, drop a like on the video, and if you want to go above and beyond to support this phenomenal community, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn them notifications on. But without further ado, let's get into it. So the player, controls the game's main protagonist, Deacon St. John. Deacon St. John is a former biker slash outlaw, now turned bounty hunter slash drifter, going round the wasteland, helping out various colonies, killing various bad folks, turning in their trophies and collecting the rewards. He is an all-round badass, but he has got a tendency, like me sometimes, to talk to himself, which I've got to be honest is a really clever bit of dialogue. You've also got his trusty steed, and trust me, you and I are going to spend a long time looking after this bike. So throughout the world, there are various encampments where you can go trade in bounties, fix up your bike at the mechanics, and buy better guns. Now, there's a dual currency system in place where you can also turn in the zombie ears of those that you've killed to prove that you've killed them, turn them in to get credits, but more importantly, to build up trust with the various outposts or the various colonies, so they will allow you access to better gear, better weaponry, and just better all-round resources, really. You can also crash and get some kip when you've been out there fighting them zombie hordes. You need somewhere to get your nut down. So out in the big wide world, we are going to be on our bike roaming around, doing various quests for the different factions in the game. And of course, we are going to encounter a shit ton of zombies. On top of that as well, as in every single zombie movie, it's the people that you've got to watch out for. Now, it's a little bit like an MMO in a way, of where you kill certain enemies, they will respawn back. But the trick is to take out their nests. So you want to kill as many as you can if you want to turn in the ears, or just simply run through them, lob a Molotov cocktail in the nest, which from what I can work out, or at least what the game leads you to believe, it's their nests are made of huge amounts of twigs, rubbish, and zombie shit. Yep, you heard that right. Crap ton of zombie shit. Good times. So, combat-wise, we've got a few different options. We've got our pistol, which is our secondary, obviously. We've got our primary weapon, which you can have whatever you really choose. At the moment, I think I'm rocking like an assault rifle. And you can then have your special weapon, which is that big old crossbow in my back. On top of that, you have always got a boot knife, which if your main melee weapon breaks, and you can find a ton of melee weapons in the game knocking around the floor, in the back of trucks, in the boot of cars, all that type of good stuff. If they break, you can then go onto the boot knife. You can also modify some of the weapons that you find throughout the world. So, for example, earlier in that clip, I was using a baseball bat, but we had modded it up with some spiked nails and called it Lucille. And she's thirsty, baby. Now, combat's not too difficult to master. Melee's fairly simple, and a lot of the enemies, you can type of get into a rhythm of knowing when they're going to attack and being able to dodge roll out to counter. Combat, aiming, all the guns have got a fair kick. There's nothing too unique about them. I particularly like the assault rifle out of all the weapons that I've tried, and the crossbow's got a fair, decent drop off. So I'm really enjoying the weapons in this. You can also craft Molotov cocktails, pick up things like pipe bombs, and use the explosions. Now, enemy wise, let's be fair, it's a zombie game. There's only so much I've ever seen in a zombie game. It's got your basics, it's got your little newt baby type zombies, it's got your main horde zombies, your swarm zombies, then it's got your screamer zombies that are going to alert Tom, Dick and Harry to come over and get you, and it's got your big bruiser zombies. So there's nothing quite unique there within the enemy types. However, the one thing I feel this does incredibly well is the swarm of zombies. So when you're riding your bike, minding your own damn business, you turn the corner and all of a sudden you have just got a freaking horde approaching you. That is pretty damn awesome. There's also areas that you can unlock extra skills where you can boost your health, your stamina, your focus, all that type of thing. And sometimes they will set off alarms. If the alarms get set off, boom, you've got a massive horde on your hands. Now, the hordes aren't quite the same as World War Z, for example. They're more they're more like The Walking Dead, where you can herd them. They will chase you. You can cut them off a little bit, and they won't always stick together in a huge pack. So although they roam around as a big herd, you can target off smaller groups, which can make combat a little bit easier, without a doubt. Now, as mentioned, this game does take a lot of things from other open world games like this. And unfortunately, it doesn't really feel like it brings anything truly unique. It's got a very similar combat style to Red Dead with the focus shots. It's got the ability to hide in a bush, and bushes make you 1,000,000% invisible, such as Assassin's Creed. It's got all these different elements of other games. It's got a very Last of Us feel throughout the world. But it doesn't have, in my opinion, anything that makes it truly unique, and that's definitely to its detriment. However, it really does feel like a solid game. I've had so much fun playing it. The looting system's quite nice, the ability to go through all the different cars, pick up all these different things, to craft different things. It's all type of there, but we have seen it all before in other games. Now, there are 3 different skill trees as well. As you go throughout the world, leveling your character up, there are 3 different skill trees. There is your endurance, your ranged, and your survival abilities. And they all play very, very big parts within the world as well. So there's a little bit of customization, but let's be fair, not a huge amount. Graphically, it's okay. It's not setting the world on fire. I think we're getting a steady 30 FPS, maybe a little bit higher. It's okay. The cutscenes are like not as good as I'd expect, to be honest with you. I'll put my hands up. They were not as good as I was expecting. However, the open world graphics are okay. I don't hate them. I don't mind them. It doesn't feel clunky, I think is my big thing. Where some other zombie games recently have felt incredibly clunky, this does feel a lot smoother. Cutscene animations, meh at best, I suppose. And it's also worth saying we have had some crazy bugs, whether it be driving through tunnels and random SUVs just appearing out of nowhere and like landing on top of our bike, killing us, like, or the bike disappearing, things like that. We have had some crazy bugs, but overall, I've got to be honest, I'm having so much fun with this game. I would truly recommend picking it up. As I said at the beginning, if you like The Walking Dead, you like Sons of Anarchy, you like the Red Dead style play, it's getting a thumbs up for me all round. I've had an awful lot of fun playing this, and we are definitely going to continue playing this on stream, at least until we get through it, and maybe even go for that 100%, because I really like the game. I've got to be honest. I know it's had some bad reviews, it's had some bad press. I'm failing to see why. I don't get it. But such is life. Guys, that is it from me. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If it's helped you in any way, please don't forget, leave a comment down below, hit that like button. And if you want to keep up to date with all of our latest game reviews, hit that subscribe button, turn them notifications on, and make sure them notifications on. Ring that bell, baby. If you want to talk to me in person, you can find me over at my Twitch page, which is www.twitch.tv/Shanksy. I hope to see you over there, guys. But until then, y'all take it easy. Peace.